Hi, and welcome to the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce Member Connection. But before we get started, a word from one of our supporters.
At Convey, we're not only dedicated to solving today's biggest challenges facing healthcare organizations, we're also committed to predicting and planning for tomorrow's challenges by uniting a family of companies. We combine powerful technology with robust data analytics to deliver integrated end-to-end solutions that achieve meaningful results. Start your journey towards transformative business performance with Convey.
Hi, and welcome back to the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce Member Connection. Yes, I'm your host, Eric Knowles, president of the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce. And yeah, I'm excited. You know, as I say, when we support and build Black business, it's exciting each and every day, the work that we do at the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce. And today is no different. Having an amazing young lady with us today, Miss Sabine Dessources. How are you?
Great. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. Lavish touches.
Yes.
And you know, Sabine, you've been engaged with the chamber for a while. I know when the pandemic hit, and here we are in 2023, and we're saying we're obviously coming out of the pandemic. COVID's still around. People are still getting getting sick from COVID, but we've learned to pivot. And you have a very interesting story. So let folks know who you are before we go into what it is that you do.
Um, I'm a native here in Miami, Florida. So I grew up, even went to college here at Miami-Dade. Um, my parents are of Haitian descent. So my sister and I were like first generational Americans born here. And so our parents, pressed upon us that education was necessary and important. And so um, we didn't have the luxury of other students of um, like not taking our classes seriously. And so because of that, I was top of my class.
Okay.
Um, and then when I did transition to um, college, the goal was to be a doctor, but chemistry kicked my butt. So
I think it kicks most of us butt, most of
yeah.
our butts.
So I ended up like taking nursing classes.
Okay.
For whatever reason, I did way better. And then on the side, because my mom, she's diabetic, um, I would massage her feet because she would experience like neuropathy symptoms.
Right.
And so regularly massaging her, I knew in the back of my mind that that was something that I would do on the side or whatever. And so I did take an alternative medicine course at Miami-Dade with the late Dr. Seaman, and massage was one of the modalities that was discussed.
Okay.
And so I looked into it. At the time, it was National School of Technology. They were offering it for $10,000. I looked everywhere else, and it was a high price for attending massage school. And at the time, also, I was working at the student life department. And so I would do a lot of student activities. And this particular activity required me to be interviewed by the new student center. At the time, it was Magda. And so she was asking me what my endeavors were. And I mentioned the massage. And she goes, "We just opened a massage program." So 20 years ago, I was the first graduating class
Oh, wow.
at Miami-Dade.
Okay.
And so
And here
that's
we are sitting in Miami-Dade studio now. So that's
correct.
full circle, I guess.
Right. So that kind of started the career path for me for massage.
Okay. So lavish touches. I know as I was reading your bio, we talk about skincare, obviously, and massage therapy. And so 20 years ago is when you, I wouldn't say fell into this whole massage industry, very large industry. Um, and here you are now. And where did the skincare
Okay.
of slip in?
So as I'm in my career, I've worked in different settings. So I was in a chiropractor setting and then the spa setting. In the spa setting, they had other estheticians there. And I watched the estheticians just because they would apply product on people. Whatever they would recommend, the people would buy. And so I was like, they're doing less work and making most of the money. So let me go into skincare.
Okay.
And so I attended Lindsay Hopkins' facial specialist program in 2012. And so that led that path for that.
Okay. So what are the benefits of, we're going to get back to the skincare, but the benefits of massage therapy?
So with massage is 3D in the sense that people see the physical, but they don't also understand that it's emotional and spiritual.
Okay.
And so
I never heard that in reference to yoga, but never heard it in reference to massage.
correct. So when you learn massage, you learn all three aspects.
Okay.
Which is why you have yoga is like an alternative, like that pathway where you have your Reiki specialists, you have craniosacral therapy. So that spiritual side of massage, like they call them healers.
Okay.
I don't consider myself a healer. I'm just a point of contact for God to do the healing.
Okay.
So the benefits of massage is stress relief. If you have a job that you're doing kind of repetitive movements, so it'll help alleviate muscle tension, pain management, and also mental clarity. So there's a lot of benefits to massage.
And I know a lot of massage
therapists.
Okay, thank you for the correction. Not masseuse?
No.
So what's the difference?
We don't do happy endings. We have lobbyists who fought for us to get the name massage therapist because we work alongside. We're like an allied health professional.
I don't know if y'all heard that, but anyway.
So we are allied health professionals. So
Okay.
we take a state exam, just like doctors and other nurses, anyone in the health profession. So it's a lot of extensive anatomy and physiology involved, understanding of the body and the makeup. So disease pathologies and stuff. So yes.
Okay. So I know that a lot of massage therapists, they have mobile massage businesses in which they go into businesses and they have their chairs, they have their tables, and we're going to be taking a break in a little bit, but I want to get into that. But again, I understand, you talked about your parents and how important education was for you and your sister. And I think that's most parents, they want their children, to pursue higher education. And you talked about getting into the business, but deep down, what really drove that desire to be in business for yourself? That's a whole nother, I always talk about it, having the back of your house together. Mm-hmm. It's one thing to be great at what it is that you do, but then the business side of that, making sure that, you're registered with the state, you're registered with the county and the municipality that you're in. Because I know you've been on the Zooms with us where we have encouraged businesses when the pandemic first hit and getting PPP and EIDL and all those things, but it's having the back of your house together. It's one thing, as I said, to be great at being a massage therapist, but being that business person to make that dream or that idea to come true. But we'll get back to that. We're going to take a little break. A word from one of our sponsors. We'll be right back.
Learn and earn today at Miami-Dade College. College graduates earn 56% more than high school graduates and $1 million more in lifetime earnings. A degree from MDC is your path to greater earning power and career success. Choose from hundreds of affordable high-tech and in-demand career programs, including cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, business, and nursing. Learn and earn today at MDC and fast track your career. Enroll now at mdc.edu/purpose.
Hey, and welcome back to the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce Member Connection. This is your host, Eric Knowles, and we are here with Sabine Dessources and Lavish Touches. And, you know, it is such a pleasure because you are like probably you and your sister.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are big supporters of the chamber. But the one thing that you understand being a big supporter of the chamber is that we are a big supporter of you.
Yes.
And being in business. And before we took a break, we talked about the back of your house and running a business. It's one thing great to, you know, have this dream and have an idea and have a skill, being a massage therapist, being a esthetician, you know, skincare specialist. But then when it comes to running the business, and while we were on the break, you said, you know, when you first started, you know, you were good at what you did, but you didn't have the business side together.
Correct.
Talk about that a little bit. Tell your audience about that.
So with massage and skincare, there's two types of therapists and skincare specialists. You have those who do it because they love it, and then those who understand the business of it. If you didn't come into the skincare or massage with the business mind, you're just doing it for the love of it, you ain't making no money.
Okay.
And so those types of people will be working for someone else.
Okay. Gotcha.
They don't have the interest in having their own business. They're passionate about what they do, and they just want to serve people.
Okay.
And so the pandemic for me was like a wake-up call, only because prior to the pandemic, I was teaching. And so I was helping students, you know, understand like with the digital side of it, but I was never digital. I didn't care for it, you know. But then having to pivot to a digital platform kind of woke me up. And then my sister connected with the chamber. You guys were like her lifeline. And so I would sit and listen to some of the conversations that you guys were having, right?
I remember that.
For a while, since 2015, I was the owner of Lavish Touches Hair, but she was really the one running the business.
Okay.
Right? She was always independent, so she has the business mind already. She can't work for nobody. Right? And so it wasn't until this year.
We're talking about gasoline for folks. So she keeps talking about her sister.
Yes.
Yeah, these are dynamic duo.
Yes.
Sorry to cut you off.
So it wasn't until this year, post-pandemic, that I actually took the employee hat off. Now I have my CEO hat on.
Okay.
From everything that I've learned from the chamber and other sources, providing the technical assistant, that I understand the business side now. But I had no business sense prior to participating with the chamber, which is why I'm very appreciative and supportive of the chamber. That back of the house, having that in order is so necessary for grant opportunities and loan opportunities or any potential investors. And so I had to learn real quick, the numbers matter.
Right.
And that it has to make sense. Because
Right.
if it don't make sense, it ain't gonna make no dollars.
That's it. If it don't make sense, it don't make dollars.
Don't make dollars. Right. So very thankful.
Right. So again, you have different setups. Obviously, you can have a place of business. Do you have a storefront?
So I had to downsize.
Okay.
I'm mobile just now.
Okay.
I did have a potential place, but it sounds like she's going to be losing her spot as well.
Okay.
So I come to you.
Okay. So talk about that. If someone wants to get in touch with you, what are the services that you provide?
So for now, I just do the mobile massages. I provide full body, 60 minutes, 90-minute massages. Some people 2 hours. The price ranges are from starting at $150 to about $200 for the hour, and then $200 to $250 for the 90-minute services. Um, I also do, so you kept saying lavish touches, right?
Right.
But from everything that I've learned from the chamber and the different classes, I rebranded in June. And so I'm going by the Source Therapeutic Touch now.
Okay.
And the purpose of the Source Therapeutic Touch is post-pandemic, the essential workers have been called upon so much that I felt that they're going to be burnt out and they're going to need my services.
Makes sense.
And so I did some curiosity questions where I actually interviewed essential workers to find out about, what are some of the challenges that they've been experiencing since the pandemic. And a lot of them echoed the same assumptions that I have, that they're underpaid, underappreciated, having to do the work of the patient ratio 4-to-1. And so they don't have the morale to work as before, right? Because they don't feel like the job sees them, right?
Mhm.
And so that kind of piqued my interest that, you know what, chair massage in the workplace is necessary.
Mm-hmm.
And so I reached out to Jackson Health.
Okay.
So I'm going through the process of becoming a vendor with them.
Okay.
I'm already a vendor with the county as well as the public school system.
Okay.
Because
Let me ask you this.
yes.
Were you before you joined the chamber?
No, sir.
We talk about getting certified with all these organizations.
Correct.
All the time. So I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish.
Yeah. So prior to, I wasn't, but I am now.
Okay.
And the reason why is to position myself to be able to provide the chair massage services for those different entities.
Okay.
So I am starting off with the healthcare system and then eventually going into public works and then the public school system, because all of those essential workers, they serve our community and they are stressed out.
Right.
And I feel like, and I know that because of the whole mental health awareness that has been happening, that my services will be beneficial to them.
Okay. So for how do you charge when it comes to, like you say, going into a place of business and providing service to the employees? How do you go about charging for that? Is it per employee or is it for the time that you're there? How do you do it?
So I'm learning to ask what their budget is. So I go according to their budget. If they don't have one,
Mm-hmm.
the starting rate is still $150.
Okay.
And it's $150 per therapist. Because if I have to bring another therapist in, I'm paying them for their time. So I already considered the overhead and the tools needed to bring them in. So it'll be $150 per person. And that's just for 1 hour. But I'm requiring now minimum 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then it depends on how many people that they have in staff.
So I'm trying to figure this out in my mind. So $150 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So you can possibly, and how much time would you spend with an individual in the office?
So it depends again on the staff that they have.
Mm-hmm.
So comfortably, if it's a staff of 4,
mm-hmm.
I can give each person 15 minutes in that hour.
Okay.
If it's a larger staff, then the time frame gets shorter.
Or the price increases.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay. I'm doing some adding up in my head. Beverly, I'm doing some adding, Beverly.
Correct.
So as I'm adding, Beverly, we're going to have Sabine come into our office and do some massage therapy. So we'll figure that out.
Thank you.
Oh, absolutely. You've been, like I said, you and Gasline have been such major supporters of the chamber, and it's about giving back as well. So I want to thank you for all that you do and helping us grow the chamber. So if someone wants to get in touch with you, how do they do that? The
best way to get in touch with me is to call me 786-227-0614. Again, the best way is to call me. I'm working on the whole digital social media platforms.
Okay.
So I'm not going to shout out any right now, though I do have some. It's not perfected. So
okay. But you're working on it.
Working on it.
And what's that number again?
786-227-0614. And I just want to let you guys know that the technical assistance that is provided by the chamber is so beneficial, and it's for free, y'all. Can't be free, okay? And it's quality. So do join the chamber. You will get your money's worth. It is a great investment.
So if you want to know more about the chamber, call us at 305-751-8648, m-dcc.org. This has been the Miami-Dade Chamber Member Connection. Today, I stand before you, a proud graduate of Miami-Dade College and the 5th president of the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce. I'm honored to return to the college that prepared me to become a leader in our community, providing an education second to none. So I'm asking you to please tune in every Monday at 12 noon to the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce's Member Connection as I interview members of the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce on our Facebook page at Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce or our YouTube channel, Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce. To learn more about the Chamber, please go to m-dcc.org or call the Chamber at 305-751-8648.